Chapter 2 review. For the vocabulary review, we will be using the words from the box to complete the sentence. Number 1, 10 hundredths is the same as 1. Samantha? That's correct. Second one, 10 tens is the same as 1. Justin, good. Remember, you could always draw a quick picture. So 10 tens. There we have 10 tens, and we can count them 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And then for this one, we can do 10 hundredths. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. Is there such thing as 1000? But if I write 1000, what does that look like? 1000. Good. Write how many tens, circle groups of tens, 10 tens, and write how many hundreds, then write the number. Lots of directions there. So let's start with counting the tens. Raise your hand if you skip counted these tens by groups of 10. Good job. So you could really skip count these. You know that these are groups of 10 tens. So you can skip count. There are 10 tens, 20, 30, 40. There are 40 tens in this group. 40 tens is the same as, well, let's look first. It says circle groups of tens. So here's a group of 10 tens. 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 Let's look here and remember what happens when we have 10 tens. 10 tens there. If we regroup these, they squish together and form 100. Okay? 100 is the same as 10 tens. So we have to remember that visual. So here we have our groups of 10 tens. How many hundreds is that, Samantha? 4 hundreds. What number does this represent, Olivia? 410. Not 410. We'd have one little extra 10 hanging out here if it was 410. Connor? 400 is correct. Next. Read the number and draw a quick picture, then write the number in different ways. So boys and girls, if the directions tell you to draw a quick picture, you must draw a quick picture. So read the number and draw a quick picture. 235. So let's look at the hundreds first. How many hundreds should I draw, Vanessa? 2. Remember, hundreds are an open square when we're drawing a quick picture. Next part of the number, 30. That's our Vincent. What place is 30? It's the 10s. So how many 10s am I going to draw? 3 10s. And then we have our 1s. 1s are circles or dots. How many 1s should I draw to represent this number? Jess. Okay, 235. Once again, how many in the hundreds? Daniela. 2 hundreds. How many in the tens, Daniela? 3. How many in the ones, Daniela? 5. Great. Let's do the expanded form when we write each value. What's the value of 200s, Chris? 200. Right. Chris, what's the value of 3 tens? 30. What's the value of 5 ones? 5. Great. What's the number in standard form, Lizzie? 2, 3, 5. Good job. Look at the digits to find the next 2 numbers. So we have 267, 367, 467, 567. What are we skip counting by here, Justin? hundreds. What are the next two numbers, Justin?
667
So, no, look right here. Look at the digit in the hundreds place. It's going up by one each time. That's right. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this is going to have to be 7. And the 67 remains the same each time. Which is another way to name 14 tens. What's the strategy here? What should I do here first before I answer the question? Olivia?
You should circle the 10. You should circle 10 tens.
Excellent.
And then it will make you 100.
Great. So we have 100 and then how many left over? Go ahead, Olivia. 100 and 4 tens. That's the one. Look at the other choices. Always a good idea. 110 and 4 ones. Definitely not. 1,000. Nope. And 14 ones. No. There is a 3-digit number that has a 3 in the ones place, the digit 2 in the tens place, and the digit 4 in the hundreds place. This is hundreds, this is tens, this is ones. Let's read again and let's fill them into the open spaces in my 3-digit number. Let's see. There is a 3-digit number, so I did that. I made 3 spaces. Has a 3 in the ones place, the digit 2 in the tens place, and the digit 4 in the hundreds place. Okay? Which choice am I looking at here? Choice 1, 2, or 3, or 4? Sarah? Choice 3 is correct. Number 8. Yes.
I know something.
Dylan has 324 baseball cards. Malia has 351 baseball cards. Which of the following is true? So looking at our choices, we're being asked to compare these numbers. Let's write them side by side so we can see. 324, 351. Since we just did this lesson yesterday, let's just draw a quick picture. Okay, let's compare. We always start with the largest place value. So we're looking at the hundreds place first. 300s here, 300s here. Is there a difference? Call it out. No. Now let's move to the tens place. 2 tens here, 5 tens here. Is there a difference? Call it out. Okay, which is greater? Raise your hand. Chris. 5 tens is greater than 2 tens. So remember, we think of our greater than and less than symbols as a mouth. So the mouth wants to eat the bigger amount. Mouth wants to eat this. Is there a choice over here that matches?
No. Yes.
Which one? Choice 1, 2, 3, or 4? Lizzie. Choice 2. What number is shown with these blocks? So in looking at these blocks, I see we have a whole bunch of 10. What is my strategy? What should I try to do to make it easier to look at? Jess? Yep. Great. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I should circle this and separate it. And now I know I have another 100. So 100, 200, 300s. Let's look at our choices. Could it be this first choice? No, because I have 300s. Could it be this second choice? No. Could it be the third choice? Could it be the fourth choice? Based on, wait a minute, based on the number of hundreds, could it be the fourth choice? Yes, it could, because there are 300s. Let's look at the tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens and 3 ones. So we have 300s, 5 tens, 3 ones. Which choice is the correct number? Lauren. You got it. Mr. Grant has 437 sheets of paper. Miss Kim has 100 fewer sheets of paper than Mr. Grant. How many sheets of paper does Miss Kim have? So we have Mr. Grant. Doesn't tell you to draw a picture, but I'm going to. And we have Miss Kim. So Mr. Grant has 437. And Miss Kim has 100 less. So I actually don't even have to draw Miss Kim. All I have to do in my picture here is erase one of the hundreds. And that will tell me what Miss Kim has. What does Miss Kim have? What number of pages? CJ. That's right. Which is another way to write the number 582. I'm not going to read it the correct way because I don't want to give away the answer. 582. What's the correct way to write that number? Go ahead, Ben.
582.
So which choice? 500 plus 80 plus 2. That's the expanded form of that number. Great. There are 100 books on the shelves. On the table there are 15 stacks of books with 10 books in each stack. What three-digit number tells how many books there are? Okay, so this problem is a little bit of a challenge. 100 books on the shelves, and on the table there are 15 stacks of books with 10 books in each stack. What are we being asked to find in this word problem? Justin? How many books all together? So let's draw a little picture. Draw a picture to explain. So here are the shelves. How can I draw a picture to show how many books are on the shelves? What could I draw? Lauren?
You could draw 300.
Let's read again, Lauren. There are 100 books on the shelves.
You could draw 100.
100. I could have also drawn 10 tens, but it's easier to draw 100, right? And then let's look at the books on the table. There are 15 stacks with 10 in each stack. What can I draw to represent the 15 stacks with 10 in each stack? Vanessa? Hundreds, tens, ones, what can I draw? 15 stacks, 10 books in each stack. So if I draw a 10, that's one stack, right? There's 10 books in that stack. So 15 stacks. That's how many books there are on the table. I need to know how many books there are all together. What can I do with this picture of the books on the table to make it a little easier for me to look at? What can I do? Sarah?
You could like 10 tens and take them away from the table and put them into the shelf.
Well, I don't need to place them anywhere else. I just need to come up with how many books there are all together, right? So here I have 100. And how many do I have here now, Sarah? This is a group, this is 10 tens, 100. And then how many are here? 10. Count with me, everyone. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I made too many. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So how many books are there all together? We have 100 on the shelves and 150 on the table. How many books are there all together? Hanson. 250 books. Now, the question has another part. 2 other ways to write this number. What's another way to write 250? Chris.
205 and 0 ones.
Good. What's another way to write that number? Olivia.
200 plus 50 plus 0.
Yep. Anything else for that one? Matthew?
There's one more.
Yep.
250, but write in the number form. So I can write in like high school 2.
Great. Great. Anything else? Sarah?
Is it okay, like, for the green box, if you just put like another 100 in the shelf?
If you regrouped these, you mean? Like took this 100 and turned it into this? Yes, absolutely. That's regrouping. That's very, very good. Yes, Chris.
There's also one other way.
What's that?
100, 14 tens, and 10 ones.
What? Wow, Chris. 100. Let's see if we agree with what Chris said. 14 tens and 10 ones. Yeah. So what Chris said is he took this 100. These he took 14 tens. And then he broke this one up into 10 ones. Very creative. All right, great job on chapter 2 review.